reserves come in for the stop. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside
open,
run
right?
sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action. Mayfield. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
That's what I know.
And out now come the Cowboys. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Oh, wow. Madden. Clean shot at the quarterback, bro. Clean fucking shot.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, this is Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Yeah, it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. Fights him off. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that will be incomplete as well.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bills getting set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills have taken the early lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Ginn. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Hut!
Mayfield buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Ginn. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A first down throw for Mayfield. All kinds of time. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First down, Mayfield.
Heavy
traffic, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
13.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Go. 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Spins away. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
12, 12. 11, 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now on first down, Drake again. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. It's still a nice play by the defense.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Joe. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And here he hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Forced out to his left. This is caught. Watkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try to run with Ivory. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On the ground, Ivory. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Ivory in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to McCoy running left. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words,
and now on 4th and 1, it's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile, too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's easier.
That's a touchdown, bro. I was diving in.
Someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A big play here for the Bills. An even 50 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll give it up to Ivory. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Chris Ivory with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's got it to Hearns. First target, first catch, and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
There to stop him was Rashawn Golden.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go ahead, go ahead. 21.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long?
Here we go. 180. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. Now a handoff for Drake. He's got room to run past the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 64 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
running right. Here's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go option to the short side, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Star Latulele coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Mayfield to throw it. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 34 yards there and a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins. That'll bring up second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. There's the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They go option right on second and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Go ahead, go ahead. Wait. 11.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. That goes for a gain of 31. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mayfield to throw it this time. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. They go play action. Mayfield looking for the end zone. And Brown's got it for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. This is screen to Abdullah. That goes for a gain of 31. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
6. 12.
Play action. Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield off the play fake. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. One final try now for Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flesh. I got in the back. Ladies, they talk to chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm laid back. 400K. Where you lay at? I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets they fat. I got the from the block and they scamming. They know what bank said. I got the work in the avenue. They know what tank said. I got the live in the mansion. They know what that. I got some that's up in the gentleman. They know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, man. We had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, man. We never ran. Down there, thought I had a fan. Oh, hey. 10 o'clock, got a flight out. Yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 million truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. She go to battle.
What's up, Skin Dog, bro?
We're good, bro.
Just cool, watching Netflix. I take my ass to sleep.
Free agent open? I mean, I could go on free agency, right?
Huh?
I should go on free agency, right?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm about to re-advance this whole team.
You get one superstar. You get one superstar check too. For joining the league.
Alright, I got you.
You hear me?
Yeah. My young nigga not here.
I'm helping them practice still in the scheme.
Huh?
Thinking about it. I might open a practice squad still next season.
Oh, okay.
But right now it's just off. Right now, so. No, I'm gonna keep it all. So like you're gonna put this shit until like Madden 20 come out. We got about at least, I think it's like at least 3-4 seasons. At least 3 or 4. Please. So we're gonna be here for a while, man.
I'm about to revamp this whole little squad over there.
Oh,
huh?
I ain't expect y'all to play that down fast. Night.
He hit me up, so you know. I'm like, alright. He thought it was an easy one.
I need to use it for the Saints. Hey, who's your quarterback?
I got Baker Mayfield.
You do? Oh, you do. So you got Mayfield in the. Oh, yeah, you did check, John. Cause I got Allen. Who the Browns got? I think they got Haskins. Did you sign your players back, bro?
Nah, I didn't ask me yet.
You're not dropping, right? Is it dropping? Your confidence?
Nah.
Is your confidence dropping?
Nah, I don't think so.
Alright. If it is, man, I'll reset it for you. If it is.
I'm just in here trying to get some. I'm on the practice squad. Bob.
Just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car,
He's over here, you know.
You just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself.
Getting some niggas just to, you know,
you just
one
cruising
way.
on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to track. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't.
Yo, when they got a B on the end, that's billion?
I don't let opinions affect me, I do what I
So what?
do. If they do or they don't,
I just said I got 2.12 B. That's billion, right?
things went from moving faster.
Yeah.
I got hella money over here.
It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope.
I think because he traded the last, like, very good. He traded Josh Allen and he gave him all that damn money.
Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching.
The first year that came in.
It's been a while. I've been working. She keep telling me she miss her
He
child.
left
I
the
find
second
myself passing
season.
the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving. I just can't
He's
sit
the
around.
fucking worst schedule. So then we got somebody else.
When we was down, who gave a dime or
He
gave a
left
for
because
us? So
he
instead of
thought he was
making it
usually
hard,
get
I made
paid.
it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us.
Cause like the first season, right? I did a money league. So if I played the Super Bowl winner, whatever, first season, which I did. Second season, I was gonna do the same thing the second season. I was. But then the league got dead at first. So I tried to start kicking people. But then the Bills just got max because he thought I was gonna do the same thing for this season. So I turned around and wasn't because everybody wasn't playing. So I had to replace a lot of people. Because he just left today.
I love y'all. I just want
He
to say
left like 4 hours ago.
for supporting me since day one. You don't want to see me win, man. I don't know why, but we gonna win anyway. Came straight out the with a microphone. I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver like I got a clone. I'm out here in these streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Cause there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God that me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life is like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, started spent my money on
I want to do go take the Saints.
Yeah, what do you call that? I can move Chris Ivory to fullback or not?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care about that shit.
This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
The corner is fucking safety, man. See that fucking safety in this motherfucker. Oh, you can put that superstar trade on my middle linebacker, Clark. Chuck some shit like that. He got an 89 speed, 88 speed with 91 salvation. No, my fault. Put on Justin Hardy, the corner.
You sure that's who you wanted on?
Yeah, Justin Hardy, yeah. I gotta reset.
You want no?
Huh?
You want nobody that's younger than him?
Ain't he like 25 or something?
Yeah. But we pushing like 3-4 seasons, bro.
Oh, hold on. Go back in there and look in a second.
I feel that shit on the beat. He's a good one, but
Damn, ain't no fucking safeties in here at all. I need speed, so I don't get beat deep.
I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a padded walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you ask for it. Big money if you ask for. You just want to have a better con with a watch face with a little dragon.
I know that corner in my practice ball.
You got Duke Thomas.
And I get also polite. Be the man of your city. I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city.
You got Montreal. He's 23 years old. And it's just.
None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get on
I'm about to make some shit shake.
I get they know different ways.
Put it on Derek Thompson, the corner, 6'2". Put the superstar on that.
You safety?
Nah, he a corner.
They gon' let me in this club and these dirty vans, clean money.
You can put corners at safety or no? How y'all doing that?
Yeah.
50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
Put you on the practice squad, dog.
We the American dream. No money, no class. Look at them.
Alright.
Look at them. How to make it in America? Real day one. Ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs. It was hard for us. Sis made it out. Now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends. Had a lot to lose. Less money, less options. Lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential. I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north. I get love in the south. Yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist. And her
now.
Feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, it I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see.
Why is he saying good?
But it can't break our spirit.
What?
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Hey, this thing inside Johnny Big Redemption Life. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. Big J was 6, I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water, that drip way too foggy. These BBS is way awesome. Park CLS, drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops say win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow side and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of mine. Know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just the and he was like, boop. Here. Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no malice, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops say win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So
yeah, I'm about to, you know, this match, I was fixing